Hi, in this session we're just going to practice letting go of all tension in the mind, but especially the tension that we hold in the body. It can often feel as if we're wearing a really heavy coat or a suit of armour. We drag it round with us, separating ourselves from really feeling anything. Almost like some sort of defensive shield, so that we don't have to be with or touch emotions or feelings that we don't feel comfortable with. And sometimes that can be good. Sometimes we're not ready or prepared to let go, to drop that armour. But we can certainly benefit from just softening around the edges and finding some more subtle sensation beneath it. So let's just begin by finding a comfortable spot to rest in. Maybe you're lying on the bed, sitting in a comfortable chair, or on the floor with cushions, anywhere that you need them to be more comfortable. But make sure that your body is as supported and comfy as it can be. Maybe take 5 slow breaths, from 5 counting down towards 0. Each breath dropping further away from distractions. Noises seem to fade and become distant. Thoughts seem to lose their strength and dissolve back to where they came from. So I know that I'm here, or I know that something is here. I can call it I, that's fine. But there's definitely presence. I know that I'm breathing, or I know that there is breath, or breathing is happening. I know that there is sensation, There's awareness of the body. And I know that there is mental activity, that there are thoughts, emotions, feelings. Whatever the state of activity is, whatever seems to be going on, the one consistent thing is the knowing of it. Whatever I know is known. So in this session, as we deeply relax, just see if it's possible to rest in the knowing. And the knowing might be done by knowing sensation, knowing thought, knowing breath. It's all just the knowing of experience. That's all there ultimately is. We're going to begin this relaxation by taking our attention down to both of our hands. And just know the sensations in the left hand and the right hand. Let go of any muscle tension that you might feel in the hands. See if you can notice the underlying tingling or vibrating when the muscles are allowed to totally relax. You'll probably feel it more on the palm of the hand and the underside of the fingers. It might feel as if one hand is more tingly than the other. It might feel as if you are able to completely relax the hands on an inhale or an exhale. And when you do that for a moment, the hands are completely alive with this sensation. So the sensation may be stronger during one part of the breath, as if it comes in waves of intensity. See if it's possible to maintain or intensify that sensation, not by doing anything, but just by letting go even more. And although the focus is on the palms, on the hands, you may actually notice that the tingling as you breathe in or breathe out is appearing in other parts of the body. Maybe in the face, maybe in the feet, or somewhere completely different. And keep falling back into the awareness of that sensation, of that tingling, of subtle vibration, or whatever it feels like to you, but it's there underneath the tension. As if we've been obscuring it or hiding it from our own awareness. It may feel as if it's spreading further, maybe up the arms, up the legs from the feet. It might also seem as if there are some areas where it isn't present. Some areas that seem somehow numb or hollow. Or where it's just very, very subtle, barely noticeable. Those are often areas that we hold tension in, hold our emotions, where we lock everything very tightly. And although we might be able to soften them a little, it might not be possible or wise to suddenly let go of that tightness, even if we could. Or that numbness. But it can also be beneficial to give those areas some extra attention. As if we're allowing the vibration or the tingling just to lap around the edges of those numb areas. It's like the sea gently lapping on the beach. even though we might not be able to soften or really relax them. It's important just to acknowledge, I know that you're there. I know that you're holding a lot for me. And those areas can be anywhere for different people. Might be the throat, the heart. And for me, it's the chest and the tummy. Everyone will have areas like that. Just continuing with the breath. See if you can enjoy a few minutes or just experience a few minutes where it feels as if the whole body is just pulsating with this sensation or vibration or tingling. Even if it's very, very subtle, barely noticeable. and knowing that we can return to this practice whenever we want to. And it can be especially useful when there are powerful sensations in the body like fear, anger, that seem to almost overwhelm us. Just a couple of moments practicing this can just allow us to ride out those strong sensations, even if we just focus on the hands. So find your breath somewhere in your experience. Allow it to just emerge to the forefront. And just gently come out of the sensations just by following the breath, allowing the breath to slowly become a little deeper, feeling the body. Maybe taking 4 or 5 slow breaths up. Maybe just finding some gentle movement back at the extremities. It might take a moment to reconnect with those after letting them go for so long. Just maybe the fingers wiggling, toes wiggling, going into a bit of a refreshing stretch. Noticing the bed or the chair underneath you, feeling the sense of the space around you in the room. And just allowing your eyes to open whenever you're ready. And remembering it can take a little while just to readjust. Don't worry if you feel slightly dreamy. That will pass.